I want to talk about um, the the biggest issue that I feel like is plaguing the MCU currently. I feel like the biggest issue is apathy. It's just a lack of excitement, a lack of people caring about what is going on with Marvel movies. I feel like that is something that needs to be addressed because I take it back to I remember when Endgame came out, I used to go to the movies with a bunch of friends. We'll rent like a whole row, like 12, 14 tickets. Day one, we're in there. And I remember that level of anticipation, that level of excitement that was there when Endgame came out. And just that feeling that we had leading up to even getting the tickets for Endgame. It was like, oh, we got to get the tickets before they go. It was like a hassle just to get tickets to see that movie. But it was just such a fun time at the theater. It was one of the best theater experiences that I've ever had watching that. It was like a play. It was the energy. It was amazing. I miss that. I really miss that. I hope we get back to that. I feel like the only time we've had that post Endgame, Spider-Man No Way Home, definitely. And for different reasons, Wakanda Forever. Wakanda Forever was the last Marvel movie that I saw in the theater, and I was excited for Wakanda Forever. I was interested in seeing what they were going to do with it, but there was a level of like intrigue that a lot of us had with it because it's like we want to see how they're going to do it, where they're going to go, what stories are they going to what stories they're going to tell, how are they going to write this, and for what they were working with, I do feel like we still had that level of intrigue there. And Guardians 3. Guardians 3 kind of had that vibe as well. But the thing that all of those have in common, whether it's Guardians 3, Spider-Man No Way Home, or Wakanda Forever, they're all characters that fans, for the most part, are invested in. Black Panther, the Guardians, Spider-Man, fans love these characters and fans will come out to see these characters. I feel like the focus has shifted into creating characters for the sake of virtue signaling to specific audiences over creating good stories. And I feel like the continued trend of that for Marvel has led to a sense of apathy from the fans. That and the lack of an overarching direction as to what this is leading to, where this is going, what we're building to. Because when fans don't know what you're building towards or don't care what you're building towards and then don't care who you're building towards whatever with, then you have what we have here. We have this movie just came out, no one cares. This show's on Disney Plus, no one's watching because there's no interest there. There's a lack of interest for Ant-Man 3. There's a lack of interest for the Marvels. There's a lack of interest for Secret Invasion. All of which are good stories that could have, I feel, been done in a way that could pique fans' interest. You know what I'm saying? And that's where I feel Marvel is running into issues. In 2024, Marvel is looking to release Deadpool 3. As of right now, as of this video, Deadpool 3 is the only movie on the slate for 2024. Why? Because Deadpool is a character fans actually care about. Deadpool is a character that has interest. Fans are interested. If Deadpool 3 doesn't perform the way that it should, I think Marvel really has to really look at what they're doing. But Deadpool 3 could be the catalyst to catapult us into a new resurgence for the MCU if it's done right. They can use Deadpool 3 to lead into wherever story they want to tell and introduce characters that I feel fans would be excited for, like the X-Men, like possibly the Fantastic Four, if it's done right. Even with the Disney Plus shows, a character like Daredevil with Daredevil Born Again, that's a show that a lot of fans would be cautiously optimistic to check out, because every fan that watched the Netflix show, we loved it, and we want that again. There's this big culture war between studio and fans right now that has been like, if you don't like this, you're a misogynist, or you're a bigot, or you're a ist or a phobe, or whatever. And for a lot of fans, it's mostly like, no, we just want good stories with characters we like and care about. You know, when you get fans invested in characters again, the MCU in the early days did a great job with a lot of their female characters. Black Widow, Nebula, Gamora, Shuri, Okoye, Nakia. They had so many characters that we saw on screen, kick ass, badass, hold their own next to the men, and we loved them. But they were all written in a way where there were flaws there was interest there was stories there. I feel Black Widow was really a character they dropped the ball on, because Black Widow is a character that had such a tragic backstory that we would always get little nuggets of. We'd always get nuggets of Budapest and these missions and all of that would make fans hype for a solo movie. Fans have been calling for a solo Black Widow movie since Iron Man 2 came out. She was badass in Iron Man 2. And I feel like a Black Widow solo movie akin to the Winter Soldier, it could have been something that was on that level if it was done that way. But I feel like the way they did it, it didn't feel like you gave us a Black Widow movie to tell Natasha's story. It felt like you gave us this Black Widow movie we got to shoehorn in her replacement. You know what I mean? Like, here's the new Black Widow, like her, get used to her, because Scarlett Johansson is leaving the MCU. And that's a shame. It really is. And I feel like the route we're going, that's kind of what we are getting now. We're getting these characters that are just thrusted upon us, and we're expected to care about them because they're women, or because they're diverse, or whatever. And that just doesn't work. You know, me as a black man, a selling point for me is not, this character's black, so you're black, so you should like them. No, I don't care if you're black. I want to know about you. Why should I care about this character? Make me fall in love with this character. Make me fall in interest with the story you're telling. I want to be invested. I want to be wowed. You know, as a fan, I don't want to be forced to see something because it's a social statement, because you're black, you got to support black. I want to watch something I'm excited to watch. I have not been excited to see a Marvel movie in a while. And I don't say that as a good thing. I want to be excited. I love going to the movies. I love that feeling of getting my food and sitting down and the lights go out and I'm about to enter this world for the next 2 hours and just turn my brain off and just be enthralled into this universe that I'm getting tossed into. I love going to the movies. So I am not somebody that wants to see the MCU die or whatever. No, I want to see the MCU get back to what it once was, because I enjoyed the ride. I enjoyed all of those, moments that they gave me. You know, there's so many moments I remember throughout the ride there from Iron Man to Endgame. And even post Endgame, I liked Shang-Chi. I enjoyed that movie. I thought the fight scenes were very good. And but it's just so few and far between now. I feel like there's been a problem where it's not quality over quantity, it's quantity over quality. It feels like now you're just shoving out movies because we have to put content on Disney Plus. So we're going to just put this out here. Or, we're going to put this movie out so we can fill a diversity quota. You know what I mean? We can just put this out and just say, well, yeah, we have this character and they're gay or they're black or they're women or whatever. So like them, or else you're this, you're a phobe, you're whatever. And that is not going to be, that's how you lose your audience. You never want to bash the paying audience. you want the paying audience to come pay their dollars, so you have to make them care enough to come pay it. And I just want to get back to what we used to have, man. I just want to get back to the excitement, that level of excitement. I want to be excited again. I want to care again. And I hope that I can. I hope Deadpool is the start of that. I hope we get the Fantastic Four right and do it good. You know, I hope we get the X-Men in there and we can get excited about that. There are so many cool characters that Marvel can pull from and Marvel can do some things with if they want to, that fans, I think, will love. You know what I mean? That we have yet to see on the big screen. Just a level of excitement that we can get back to. And I really hope we get back to that, man. But what do you guys think? You know, do you guys feel the same way? Do you still get excited when you hear a new Marvel project? Or is it dependent upon what movie it is? You know, let me know. Let me know down below what you think. What do you think they could do better? Do you think I'm wrong? You know, whatever you think, let me know. Hit that subscribe button, hit that share button. And as always, peace.